ever since you started your musical career, you know, you started off with Motherjane.
Yeah.
You've been writing all of their songs as well.
Yes.
And one of the reasons Motherjane was known was for its songs, for the lyrics. So what are you first? Are you a songwriter first or a singer first?
I'm an opinionated bum.
Yeah.
No, I have opinions on almost anything you ask me. So I write a lot. I love writing. I fancy myself as a writer first.
Yeah.
You know, for me it's the thought, and I take a thought and the moment I get it down to the lyric that I like, I'm happy. That's when I start the composing process. Because I am fortunately also a singer. So I'm a writer who can sing.
Yeah.
If you write poetry, nobody listens to it. So
Yeah.
I think if you are you're a poet plus you're in a rock band, that's great. So the fact that I can write first, and when I was with Motherjane, it was such an awesome band. So we would just sit together, you know, and all of us would, you know, give our perspective on that topic there. And we would do that with each of our instruments. Like the guitarist would talk about the same topic with his music, the bassist, the drummer. So we met as minds. We met as a bunch of friends around certain songs. And yeah, I love the songs that I made with that band. I love that band. It's quite an awesome band.
And you know, since you mentioned the idea of you being a writer first, the idea of being a writer sort of coincides with the idea of improving the existing, you know, because you're sort of trying to rewrite what is already a convention.
Correct.
Which brings me to Maktoob.
Yes.
Because it sort of rewrote the way you were looking at music then.
Yes.
A lot of evident Carnatic and,
yes,
you know, so it sort of took a detour from where everyone thought Motherjane was sort of headed. Can you tell us more about
in
that?
some ways, I think when we made our first album, which was Insane Biography, we consciously tried not to sound like a Indian band, whatever. And but there was little elements that came through that made us wonder. And we recorded that album. And after that, when we were playing live, you know, these things used to creep inside. And after some time, there was this one point, I think especially for Baiju, because some French guitarist or something came and they were jamming with him, and Baiju suddenly played something Carnatic, and that guy went, wow, you know, and he didn't know what to do types. So Baiju was playing and he says, listen to this. I said, if you like it, go for it. I mean, that's the whole point of it. I do believe that the conviction with which you present something is largely going to influence how people are going to receive it.
Sure.
It is like Po in the Kung Fu Panda. You know, there is a secret ingredient of the noodle soup. There is no secret ingredient. If you believe it is special, it becomes special. So we actually started saying that, you know what, I think there is a moment in any artist's mind where he starts saying, you know what, I don't have to have any reasons to believe that I am special. And then when you start saying I am special and you start accepting yourself for who you are, then you start making the kind of music that somehow resonates with other people. Because I think people do not just connect to the songs or the lyrics. They connect to how you were feeling when you wrote those songs or lyrics.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just hear a song and you know what heartbreak is because you know that that guy went through heartbreak when he made that song. Or you just know absolute anger or joy or indescribable, you know, bliss because you know that that artist felt that. So I believe that human beings actually connect to the emotion behind art, not just the art.
Sure.
Sometimes you get great technicians. Yeah, I mean, the painting is great, etc. Or maybe the lines are superb or whatever it is, but they don't move you like that. And sometimes you get some very raw people, but who move you with the depth of their experience.
Was Broken one of those?
Broken definitely was one of those.
I think it's time for, you know, Broken.
To pay homage to Motherjane. Yeah, why not? I wrote the song when I was with them. It's probably the only song that I can play because they are guitar gurus over there. So I can play acoustic. So. We've all been broken. shattered, left mute with regrets unspoken. We've all loved and lost, been forsaken, repented, our deepest trust. We've all wondered why destiny picked us to cry. Why faith has to be tested and life doesn't turn out the way intended. We mended to be broken, yet human clay believes itself golden. Stunning in its courage to be happy. As wild elations temper with blind